Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Long on the Wargaming. This is Nick, and I'm trying to push out as many 8th edition battle reports before the change to 9th edition. So I've got a lot of things backlogged, so I want to get them out. Sorry it's taking so long. But this is Game 5 of XRoads. It's been several months since the GT, but hell, I'm going to get them out. And I got to play against a High Elf player. They were the most represented army at this GT, and I'm going to be doing, I guess we can call it a rematch. I played a game against one of the NerdHammer guys way back when. Unfortunately, it was one of the battle reports I lost all the photos for. But hell, let's get on into it. I've got some Warp Lightning on my level 1 engineer, and then I always go Plague when I play High Elves. So I got Weather, Cloud of Corruption, Plague, and Bless with Filth. So some deployment, we've got the double Bonebreaker Anvil unit of Stormvermin, Slaves on either side, a bunker behind with the Gracier and the broken BSB, and then the Hellpits to the left. And let's see, why the Hellpits all to the left? Well, because that's where all the scary shit is. We got 2 Frost Phoenixes, one with the Anointed of Assyrian on top. I don't know if that's a name character or just a title, but he's a lord. And he's got Giant Blade, Enchanted Shield, Dawnstone, Potion of Foolhardiness. This is a tough list. I actually really like this list. And then we have the Archmage on a mount in the unit. So there's bunch of guys in that Silver Helm unit, kind of scary. Archmage with Dispel Scroll sitting in Lodestone, Ring of Fury. He's running High Magic, he's on a steed. We got a Noble with the Star Lance. We've got another Noble with Charmed Shield and Gold Crown of Atzrazar. Another Noble with Ogre Blade, Iron Curse, Icon, Elven Steed. One of them is the BSP. We've got the Silver Helms, there's 13 of them. We've got Archers. And then 1, 2, 3... catapults or bolt throwers, and then a Great Eagle off to the right somewhere. So take a quick look here at the models. Beautifully painted Silver Helms with some nice shading and airbrushing. They're not finished. Ryan was telling me that he's got decals he wants to put on the shields, which are going to look pretty cool, and there's shields even on the bolt throwers in the back you could see. But the models are very nicely put together and painted. So we push into Elven Turn 1 with a little bit of movement here from the Silver Helms. Not too far, of course. The rest of the guys fly around, and the archers just shimmy up a little bit so they can take some shots. Between magic and shooting, it looks like a bunch of slaves drop. Probably a good idea because he doesn't want the Silver Helms getting stuck in combat with them, and me having a steadfast but stubborn. But with my turn, I go for a swift reform with the Storm Vermin. I want to move them up, be able to have plenty of ranks for steadfast and for combat res. The slaves move up, the Hellpits bank right. The Doom Rocket Engineer pops out. This way he can take a shot when ready. The Rat Darts are kind of just in the way. The Slaves over here to the right stick back because there is a Great Eagle coming through. I do get a Plague off during Magic. But this is when I put it all together that with his spells and the Magic Res and all that crap, I really can't kill anyone. So he saves them all. And to get ready for combat, I get Irresistible Force off with Bless with Filth. So I'm ready to rock and roll with some poison attacks. Doom Rocket goes ahead and does the job by peeling off 3 Silver Helms. Doesn't seem like a lot, but you know what? All the guys were covered and, high armor and, BS in there with ward saves. But you know what? 3 is enough. It's a good start. So we go into my opponent's turn 2, NerdHammer's turn 2, and I pop the Storm Banner. This forces him to pull back because I'm not sure what the move of the Frost Phoenixes is. I'm assuming it's like 2 or something, so they just, move back a little bit. The Silver Helms move back as much as they can because I've got a nice force coming into them. So he holds off, and the Eagle all the way to the right, that's not even in the picture, can't move. So magic is denied, shooting can't do much. I have ballistic skill -2, and we go into my turn, and the Storm Banner just dissipates. No Gut Runners come in yet, either that or I forgot about them, and I just run forward now. I gotta go force myself into my opponent. I got some chaff here and there with the Rat Dart squeezing in and the Engineer running up this way. He can't punch a hole into the slaves and just go into my bunker, so I've got a nice roadblock there because I was kind of anticipating him going into the Hellpit Abomination, killing him, and then hitting the the slaves, and then eventually getting into the bunker. But I wanted to avoid all that, so there isn't much combat or shooting or magic to account for this turn, but the Hellpits they're getting up in front of my opponent, so he's gonna have to make some decisions here. And decisions are made. So there's charges from the Frost Phoenix to the left, that's going to be a little bit of a grind, and then the hero on the Frost Phoenix, and then the front charge with the Silver Helm. So that help hit's probably going to go down. The Eagle from the far right finally makes it into the game. The archers are coming around, take some shots. And you can see that there's a perfect overrun set up here for the Eagle, or the Frost Phoenix to go ahead and hit the next Hell Pit Abomination. And Hell Pit goes down, just as he should. That's a lot of heroes with high strength, with rerolls, charging in there. The hero on the mount, which is just, nasty. So he shouldn't have really had a chance, to be honest. And so decisions are to be made. There's a dice there showing where the Hell Pit would come back if he comes back. So he does go ahead and do an overrun with this with the Owl Frost Phoenix, which I believe he resolved in the wrong order, which kind of ends up screwing him. Either that or we mixed something up, because this combat doesn't happen this turn, or the combat happens, but the overrun doesn't happen until next turn, which was kind of, I guess, a misplay. But you know what? It is what it is. And we go into my turn, and I waste no time, and I send that big bus of Storm Vermin with the heroes and the champ, or the lords and the champ from the front rank, into the Silver Helms. He's got to wheel a little bit to me, or tilt a little bit to me, but I make it in. The Rat Dart goes around to go after the War Machine. The Gunner Runners show up. The Slaves just kind of march forward, and we go into Magic. Oh, and we forgot the Hell Pit doesn't come back, but we do have Rat Swarms pop up, so that's annoying for everyone, really. But, like I said, Magic, Blessed with Filth, Gets Off, Poison Attacks, everything I need in this combat. Let's see how it goes. Silver Helms have nice armor, but I do have, high strength with the Bone Breakers and the Razor Banner. And I am able to start grinding away at my opponent, which is huge. Huge, huge, huge. So remember, with each of the Rat Ogres has 5 attack, strength 5, which is nice. With the Razor Banner, it's -3 armor. The heroes on top have varying strengths. One of the guys has the anti-hero sword, so there's 4 nobles in here. Or 3 nobles and an archmage. So I'm able to get, +4 attacks and +4 strength, which is pretty stellar. I end up pulling off about 6 guys, I guess, between the heroes and the guys. They break. The banner goes down, the BSB goes down, so I don't catch them, but I am pursuing. And we do have a Hell Pit drop off to the left here, as he should have. And then he just kind of moves his guys around, and I go ahead and charge, or I think his guys keep fleeing, or whatever the case may be. They run off the table. And then I have the last picture here showing that they're gone, which is wonderful. This is a minor win by me. I don't believe I get too many extra points to my opponent because he does have, that Lord running around, but I do get whatever the objectives are, so it might have been like a 14-6, something around there. I don't remember exactly, but hell, that's all of XRoads. So we'll just take a quick look at, how I did compared to 1 or 2 other people that you might know. Naren Zaid, as we all know, took first place yet again with this gaming list, which is awesome. NerdHammer.net's Eric did a decent job here, coming in 7th place. Anthony came in 34th, and I came in 40th with 56 battle points, which is pretty good. You can see paint scores kind of screw people up here and there, but that's pretty good. There's a bunch of other Warhammer guys, YouTuber guys scattered about, but this is how I performed at least. And 40th out of whatever it is, 70, 80 people is, fine by me. I had some good games, gotten some good battle reports, so hope you guys enjoyed this conclusion of XRoads. Sorry it took so long, but I've been busy. I'll explain at some point. But I'll get some more battle reports coming out as soon as possible. Thanks, guys.